So my pinky is not very curvy, but I have to play on the pad of the pinky. I cannot play like this, okay? Because then look what happened to my first finger. It got all scrunched up, right? So you'll have to find that balance of your hand where the first finger is nice and relaxed, all right? And the pinky finger is slightly curvy. So definitely I would get the magic lines lower. You had your hand set up like this at the beginning of the lesson, and then that made your wrist stick out too. Okay, so when you come down, watch me come down here. I'm going to lower the magic lines. I'll take my fingers off and then set it. You could also set it like this. You could do that. I think both are fine. I'm just kind of gliding my hand down, and then I'm going into this position where I'm dropping this down here. Because if I don't drop that down, I'm going to end up with the pinky like this. And you know how your thumb looks like this?
Pad.
I didn't say that. You said it. But I actually wasn't even thinking what I did with my thumb. I just put my hand into this position. You had yours. And then I noticed my thumb looked like that. So, you know, that's going to really help you to relax your hand. But it feels weird right now. I know.
So is it okay for this to be like this shape?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I think that's what
This is a straight line. What do you think? What are you talking about?
Oh,
Which shape?
It didn't look like a straight line when I was looking at it from my angle, so I was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did it look like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, a little bit.
That feels weird. Yeah.
I think I was just looking at it from the wrong angle.
I mean, even if you're going to do a low one, you can do it without tightening up, but not if you have your hand up like this. The real key is the magic lines are too high. And see how my thumb bent and my wrist is sticking out. Yours wasn't sticking out quite that much because you knew you weren't supposed to, I think. But okay, so the key this week is going to be getting into the right position to begin with. All right, so we're going to practice that a bunch of times. Okay, now freeze for a second. You have this finger and this finger really close to each other, and this knuckle is really low relative to this one. Okay, so instead, so look in the mirror at the difference. It needs to end up like that. So that's a huge difference, right? All right, so to get into that position, you're going to have to make sure that you don't bring your hand like this, but keep it like that. Can you memorize the difference there? So you're starting up here, and let's leave the fingers off for now, and just come out here like so. This looks pretty tight. Just relax everything. There we go. Okay, so that looks really good. Now, set your first finger on F sharp. Okay, so don't turn things around here, and your thumb is super bent over here. Okay, now set your second finger on G sharp, third finger on A, fourth finger on B. Now, there's not a big enough whole step there, right? Okay, so relax your hand. Okay, so could you play for me, just forget everything that we just did. I'd like to hear you play E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B. So just slur by four, like lift your fingers. So just go da 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 da, like that. Go ahead. Okay, now go super fast. Diddle 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 do. Do it again. Just keep going. Look in the mirror. Can you see your wrist is sticking out a little bit? Can you do it without the wrist sticking out? Yeah. You pretty much have to stick your wrist out if you have the... Okay, so now, you know, my main goal is to get your hands to the point where Simon goes, okay, I can work with you, right? I'm not sure that he will think he can work with you like that. I don't know. I mean, it's not a hand, I mean, generally we want a little bit of a curve here, right? So that's where setting up the hand frame differently, I know it's really tricky doing that, but I think you can do it. I just want to make sure by the time you leave here that you know what this is that you'll need to do. You know, his own daughters worked on this too, because they didn't study, they studied with somebody, some Suzuki teacher down in Seattle who I really don't know. And yeah. So do you feel how your hand's more relaxed than it was? Weird, but relaxed, right? It'll feel weird for sure. Okay, so now, okay, so your knuckles, I'm kind of softening up your knuckles, and your pinky finger will be pretty straight. Just try not to have it be completely straight. So now everything tightened up, right? Is that because you curved your pinky?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so let's see here. Okay, so now play perpetual motion exercise here on the E string. Remember about the bow stroke? So
Okay.
every time you play that, play really short bow stroke, you get a lot more good out of it. Okay, now freeze for a second. Can you relax these? Yeah, there you go. Oh, except I think you took your finger off. Or did you? Maybe you didn't. Okay, yeah, play the A. Freeze for a sec. Tell your thumb to stay soft. Right? Okay, so let's do it again. Okay, now look in the mirror. Do you see how this is a straight line? I think you should be able to look at it like that because you can see it better than if you turn this way. Then you can't really see the line here. Okay,
Sorry,
so,
my nose is right there.
oh, do you need a tissue?
Possibly.
Okay, I